It pays to get up a bit earlier, and therefore I have enough time to... Well, I'm getting into a bit of a routine now. When I get up, I harvest the uploads. So those clips, video clips that I've uploaded during the night to YouTube, I then get their links, their YouTube links, and then I put those links into my website, especially in the playlists, so that you can view them. So, and then I write the whiteboard. You can imagine it takes a couple of hours, and then I film, like right now, and then in the afternoon and evening I process what I've filmed. So first I transfer the raw film from the camcorder to the computer, my laptop, and then I put it through Microsoft's Movie Maker, which processes the film and so it claims in such a way that it makes it more visible. I guess it increases contrast or something like that. And then I cut it up and I process it again, so it's like a two-step processing process, ready to be uploaded to YouTube at the end of the evening. So then it uploads all night. Now, recently, because I'm on my own, I don't have anybody to tell me things, to give me advice. But I did notice a trick, that if I have two queues of clips to be uploaded to YouTube, and so long as not too many in each, so say 4 in each. So I've learned that they will upload each, 2 in parallel, at the same rate as before with just one queue. So in other words, my total upload speed is now double. Now I thought, oh great, well let me try 3-4 upload queues at the same time in parallel. Well, I got clobbered. There must be some algorithm that YouTube is using to penalise that kind of thing. So it's like in the 4th queue, the first clip to upload, I was told, take 8 hours to upload. That was ridiculous. But with 2 queues, with about 4 each, now I need to continue experimenting because it's interesting. But with 2 queues with about 4 clips, 10-12 minutes per clip, filming per clip, video clip. They're both queues simultaneously are uploading at a rate of about 2.5 hours per clip. So I'm now getting double the upload speed, which is great, and that has an impact on. So that means I can now effectively, pretty much, upload overnight a whole day's filming, because in practice I get about 8 or so clips per day by filming one board. So typically maybe two clips per session, so it works down to about 1 clip per square effectively. But now I can upload the whole thing, the whole board, in one evening, one night. So that means I can now, I don't have a problem with backlog. So before, the number of clips to be uploaded would, there'd be a backlog, there'd be too many, and I'd have to sort of slow down the production, the filming, and then clear the backlog, and then start filming again. I don't have that problem anymore. So that's great. So I can increase the rate at which these clips get put up, uploaded to YouTube. So you guys get the material faster. And you've probably noticed I advertised deGarisMPC 600 plus courses. That's a joke. Because at the rate I'm going, it'll take me several months just to do this course, which is the 3rd of 600 plus. But well, now that I can double my upload speed to YouTube, that will help. So I can increase the rate somewhat. So now, effectively, the bottleneck is no longer the upload speed to YouTube. It's now just the rate at which I can put material on the whiteboard. And you know, it's relentless, and it's tiring because you know, it's like a class. It takes me what, an hour and a half. I get about an hour and a half filming per day, and you know, it's by the end of it, by the time I've finished the lectures, it's pretty tiring. So I don't want to do too much because you know, then I'd sort of run out of energy to just keep doing it every day. So it's a sort of compromise. An hour and a half a day, that's okay. I can manage that and just keep it up day after day after day, which what I've been doing recently, and especially with this doubling of the upload speed to YouTube. So that's great. So I'll keep experimenting. Maybe I can triple it, but you know, after I probably won't need to triple it because you know, I only have a finite amount of stuff to upload per night, and that's an hour and a half's filming. So maybe 2 parallel queues of 4 clips each. That may be sufficient. Anyway, okay. So that's one thing. Now, if any of you are deciding to do this, I mean, maybe I'm talking right now. See, these clips, they are forever, right? They will be on YouTube for not just years, but for decades probably. And as the technology changes, they'll be uploaded and shifted away from the old technology to the new, because the content is valuable, I hope. Okay, so who knows in the future how many people will be watching this? So if you know, some of you out there like retired professors, I hope what I've just said might be a valuable clue, or to other people who are just uploading stuff to YouTube. You can double your rate, and as I keep experimenting, I may find other tricks. What I need to know is what is YouTube's algorithm? What are they using to discipline excessive upload use from one person per day, or per queue or something. You know, it's an interesting machine learning problem. Okay, now the other comment from the previous session, it got pretty heavy, I suppose you realised. And so what I'd like to do now is give a kind of example, a sort of general lesson. Like when the math gets pretty heavy and abstract, it pays to step back a bit and ask yourself, what is the math representing? Right? This is a mathematical model of something. Well, what's the something? So go back to you know, some visual way of looking at your whatever it is that the math is modeling, and understand that the model itself, that you know, some situation, some image, some diagram or whatever, because about half of our brain, our human brain, is concerned with vision, right? So our brains are very strong visually. So if you can understand something visually, it helps, and you can then translate that visual, inverted commas, visual understanding into the mathematical model. So that's what I want to do now. You know, because the math abstraction from the previous session got rather heavy, and so I will now put more emphasis on the situation that the abstract math was modeling, and hopefully that will make the math abstraction more understandable. Okay, and a bit of advice: you know, do this in general when you're looking at math type abstractions, and it may not be obvious what what they're talking about. So when that happens, go back and ask yourself, what is this abstract math modeling, and go back to the model and try and get a kind of visual understanding of what it is that the math is modeling, right? And that then helps your understanding. and then the abstract math takes on more readily, takes on meaning. Okay, you can understand what the math is talking about. Okay, now here's an example from the previous session, where the math got pretty abstract and more difficult. It sort of jumped up in level of abstraction. Okay, so now in the context we're talking about NFAs, non-deterministic finite automata. We were trying to model, well, trying to find an equivalent DFA, a deterministic finite automaton, given that you have an NFA. More specifically, for any NFA there is, it was a theorem statement, for any NFA there is an equivalent DFA, and we're trying to prove that. And it was a construction proof. This is a bit of revision from the previous board, in fact. So to prove that, you use a construction proof, right? You actually build the DFA that is equivalent to the NFA, and to show that it's equivalent, you make that DFA simulate the behavior of the NFA. In other words, that DFA that you're building, you're constructing, will recognize the same language as the NFA. Right? That's what equivalence means. Does the same job. In other words, recognizes the same language. Okay, and we decided, for various reasons, I think that was fairly clear, so I won't go into that again, that the set of states that we would use for this DFA, that's simulating the behavior of the NFA, that set of states would, that set, in fact, would be the power set of the states of the NFA. Right? So if the number of sets